Good morning, champions. Happy Tuesday morning, coming to you live from the 5 a.m. club where we get up early and we conquer our morning to own our day. Folks, it's Tuesday. And sometimes with Tuesday comes a little bit of that roller coaster letdown, right? Yesterday, we focused so much on a fast start Monday. And you had a little extra incentive to do so. And again, it was all a mindset and an activity thing. And sure enough, we had a fast start Monday. So this morning, I want to focus on two things. One, the mental concept of, like we talked about yesterday, which is if you want to improve, there are two ways to do it, right? One is to look at your activity and realize that you have room for growth and increase your activity. That's the easiest way to increase your numbers, right? Just increase the activity, and obviously the numbers don't lie, and they'll say that more sales will come, which will improve everything, including your ability, because you'll be making more presentations and more sales. Step two is once your activity is at an above average level, then you start working on improving skill. So if you're maxing out your activity, then I've got some tips for you, and even not, just keep these in the back of your mind as you improve your activity. And it's something that it was either a podcast or a book I was reading last week, and I just kind of mentally logged it for a 5 a.m. club conversation, and it was about questions, right? So when you're talking to clients, whether you just sold them, whether you're halfway through the presentation, or whether you're starting to get those objections, right? And the objections are, I need to think about it. I need to talk to my family, whatever it may be. So often, even if we're mid-presentation, the human nature comment to make is, do you have any questions, right? That's what you hear more often than not. And that is a yes or no response, and the less combative, the less confrontational, the less sales-focused answer, that's always going to be no, right? Because you don't want to ask them. And so when you start to shift just the wording of things throughout your presentations and conversations with people to, right, kind of that next level is what questions do you have? Right? So shifting from yes or no questions to an open-ended question like that is going to guide your conversations to making them then subconsciously, instead of answering yes or no, now subconsciously going to theoretically what their most poignant question, whatever's on the top of their mind is. Now you can always take this to a little bit further, and a lot of people can even say something like, if somebody says, I want to think about it, say, okay, great. Let me schedule a time to call you back. But before I let you go, what's the two most important questions on your mind? Or at the end, right, buttoning up a sale, instead of saying, do you have any questions, saying, hey, what are the two most important, questions you still have, in your head, or anything like that. And you can then, just like with referrals, get people to give you two questions. So again, if you think about the difference in wording, do you have any questions? That's a yes or no answer, as opposed to what questions do you have? That's a, let me think about the question, right? Getting people to answer your questions with something more than a yes or no will greatly push your conversation further and further down the road. Just like if somebody says, oh, I need to think about it. Can you mail me something? And you say, absolutely, Ms. Jones, I'll send you out everything in black and white here. Let me just ask you a question, and then ask a question, right? People are always going to answer those questions. So get the question shifted from yes or no to giving them to give you an answer. And that's some higher level stuff. Increase activity, one, and then two, improving skill. And it's going to make all the difference in the world. Let's have another fantastic day today. Remember, aspire to be better today than you were yesterday. Do it every single day. You'll be amazed where you end up. Let's have a fantastic Tuesday. I'm out of time. See you guys soon. I'm out. Woo!